Hello students, this is lecture number 9 of computer skills course, and the topic of this lecture is email basics. This lecture will cover many things related to email. We're going to start the lecture by giving a definition, and then we're going to explain how to send, how to receive messages, and also how can we send attachment with messages. Also, we're going to talk about creating a list of contacts, and at the end, we're going to cover email security. So, let us start by giving a definition of an email. As you can read, email is a way to send and receive messages across the internet. So, we can send messages now electronically, and this is why we have the letter E. So, E for electronic. Of course, there are some similarities and some differences between the traditional mail or paper-based mail and the electronic mail. If we compare between them, the traditional mail and the electronic mail, let us start by the address. The address on the traditional mail contains many details like the recipient name, the street name, the address, or maybe the city name as well, the country name, and the post office box number or the zip code. However, on email, there are no many details. The only thing that we need to write it correctly is the email address. If we know the email address of the recipient, that's it, and we can send a message to him. The second thing is the delivery. If we use the traditional mail to send something, we're going to send that on a sealed envelope or a package. If it is with a large size, we're going to use the post office box, and it will be sent by a mail carrier. However, on email, the message is delivered electronically across the internet and then will received by the recipient in his digital inbox. So that's it, more simple than the traditional mail. If we think about another point is the time. As we know, emails are delivered instantly. Within few minutes, the recipient will receive the message. However, on the traditional mail, it takes a bit longer, like few days or few weeks. Another point on this comparison is the contents. In traditional mail, we can send variety of physical items like card, like some items, big items. However, on email, all of these things should be in a digital format. If we like to send an image or a video file or audio files, all of these files should be sent digitally. Now let us understand how the email address look like. Any email address is written in a way that start with a username. After that, we have @ symbol, and at the end we have the email provider's domain. Of course, the username is chosen by the user himself, and we need to choose a username which is unique. Unique means that it is not used before other user by other user. Okay, after the @ sign, the email provider is written like Gmail or like Yahoo dot something. Now in this example we have gmail.com. There are many webmail providers, but here we have Gmail, Outlook, Yahoo. Those three are the most popular webmail providers because many of users like to use them, and allows us to use them either from computers or from mobile devices. As we mentioned earlier, there are many webmail providers, and those providers are uh, from many organizations. So sometimes it ends with .com, but this is not always true. Sometimes they ends with .gov for government website, for example, sometimes with .edu for schools and educational institutions, sometimes with .mil for military branches, or .org for non-profit organization. To access an email in Windows 10, for example, when we click on Start menu, we can find an icon on the Start menu to open our mail. If we click on it, and if we are using that mail for the first time, we need to click on Get Started. After that, we need to add an account, so we might choose one of those accounts for our email. After that, we need to provide the username and the password. After that, you can click on sign in, and your email will open on the inbox page. So this is the inbox page, for example. On the inbox page, we can see three columns. On the left side, we can read the names of the senders. On the middle, we can read the subject of the message, and on the left, we can read the date received.